All right, Destiny, I'm going to show you real quick a good trick to use when you are doing the graphing, so you'll get your points in the right spot. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen real quick, and I'm going to go to a graphing problem. So this is like number 1. So it says y equals 4/3 x minus 3. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your y equals, right? So I'm going to go to my y equals and type in that y equals 4/3 x minus 3. So again, just go to y equals. Oh, mine's got stuff in there. I'm going to clear it out. So I'm going to type in 4 divided by 3. So that gives me 4/3. This button right here will give you your x. Then minus 3. So minus 3. Then I'm going to graph it just to check and see what it'll look like. So after you graph it, then hit this second button. And then come over here and hit this graph button again. And what it's going to do, it's going to give you a bunch of, it's going to give you a table of a bunch of points that are on that graph. Okay, so pick 2 points that don't have the decimals. So for instance, I'm going to plot 2 points. This one, because it doesn't have decimals, so 0, -3. So we'll make a note of that. And then down again, let's see, the next one that doesn't have a 3, 1. So 0, -3, and 3, 1. Hang on, I'm going to pause it real quick. Okay, so again, since it's going to be 0, -3, and 3, 1, I just went ahead and wrote those 2 points down on a sheet of paper so I'll be able to remind myself when I get to plug this in. So now I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. I'm going to go back to that problem. So I'm going to come over here to click to enlarge graph. The first thing you're going to do is come over here in this palette, in this tool palette, and you're going to click this shape right here, because what you're graphing, remember, it was a straight line. So I want to tell that I want to graph a line. Now, if you look up here in this yellow box, it'll say click the graph to plot the first point on your line. Now, look when I move my cursor down on this graph, up in this right corner, that tells me what point I'm on. Okay, so we're going back to here. Remember what points you need. You need 0, -3. So again, looking at my cursor, there's 0, 0. So now you'll look, if you look up in that yellow box, it tells me I am at 0, -3 right now. I know this graph has really small hash marks and things like that. So that's why you use that yellow up in that box to tell you exactly where you are. So 0, -3. Now in the yellow box, it tells me to graph the second point. So my second point that I wrote down was 3, 1. So I'll move over. There's 3, 0. So I need to go up just a little bit to 3, 1. So there's my second point. Again, I'm just using that kind of cheat coordinate up in the yellow box to tell me exactly where I'm at. And I'm at 3, 1. So I will put another point there, and then that'll connect the points. So what, and then you click save and check your answer. So that is how you're going to put the points where you want them. Always look up in that yellow box that's up in the top while you're graphing, and make sure those coordinates match the ones that you're trying to plot. All right, I'm going to send this to you in an email.